Hello everyone, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. My name is DFree, and in this video, I'm going to be covering one of the things that a lot of people are curious about simply because the game hasn't talked about it too much. There's supposed to be maintenance, I think today or tomorrow, whatever, but hopefully that'll be the maintenance that introduces more about this mechanic and gives the players more customizable options for Shallot, which is all this mechanic revolves around. And I'm talking about friendship. So I hope that you guys enjoy today's video. And if you find what you see here, helpful or whatever, make sure you do hit that subscribe button and leave a like on the video before you go. So let's go ahead and talk about Shallot and friendship and everything under the sun. So let's go ahead and jump over to the characters. Wow, that was very cheesy. Under the sun, huh? I've never said that before. Very cheesy. All right. So anyways, every character aside from Shallot has this meter right here, friendship rank. Every single character, book it, everyone, right now anyway. Maybe Masked, the hooded guy, doesn't have it. That looks like Shallot. I don't know, but right now he's not in the game, so don't at me about it. Anyways, all of them have it. Ultimately, what this does is it fills in when you take the characters on stages. Now, there are stipulations. The meter only goes up whenever you take the characters on story stages, meaning, yes, it doesn't go up if you use them on PvP. Again, in the future, that might change. Same for events, like Raditz's event or Nappa's event. Again, that could change as well. But as it remains right now, there's no other way to get that up. So another thing to point out is each story stage offers 300 points for this. So if I were to take Vegeta in another few battles, I'd be able to get him up, because right now I need 1700 is what it's saying. So just taking him in a few more times, I'd be able to level up his latest diamond that's almost filled in basically, and then I'd start on this one, the second row one. So that's how that works out. Ultimately, like I said, every stage gives 300. Now, you do not get that if you take skip tickets or you use skip tickets. If you're like me, maybe you have the Assist-a-Bot and you have a lot of tickets. They're helpful, but they do not help this. So you really have to make sure that you play the stage if you want to be able to do this. There's no shortcut around it. Now, you can also, if you want to know, you can also take on the very first couple of stages. You don't have to take on the higher difficulty stage. You can take on whatever stage you want to get the friendship points, because there's only 300. Maybe in the future they have double friendship events or whatever, but I don't know. Right now, every stage is 300. Now, the real reason why you take on a harder stage is you kind of get this leveled up as you're trying to grind things like training items or, the crates or souls or whatever. That's really where this gets boosted for me personally, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the same scenario. So that's how that works out as far as friendship goes. Now, on top of that, there are 10 levels basically, or 10 levels, which would be the diamonds here. So there's 10 of them, and ultimately, from what I hear, there's a second rank for friendship. Now, that could very well open these all up again. I don't know what really happens at the second rank, because I haven't gotten there yet, and I don't know if you're able to at this point. My highest character, I think, is 3 diamonds away, but, there is a second rank. So, as far as friendship is concerned as it pertains to Shallot, when your character maxes out friendship, what is supposed to happen, again, not in the game right now, is if their ultimate arts skill is teachable, right here it says can teach on the Galagon, if it is teachable, you should be able to teach that skill to Shallot. Now, as I was saying, Shallot is the only one without the friendship meter and all that stuff, as you would understand, because he's the one that's supposed to be inheriting those abilities. So there's nothing really, I guess, it doesn't really do anything else. That's all it really does, is it gives you the ability to teach their main skill to Shallot, kind of like a move tutor, if you will. So if we go over to the customize options, you can see that there will be other ways we can customize Shallot in the future. We don't have a lot of it right now. There are going to be accessories. I'm sure they can get pretty wild with the accessories. So yeah, you can kind of see how he would look, but ultimately there will be some level of customization for his skills. Now, the game is kind of watered down as far as the skills go. I mean, that's the only thing you really will be able to change on him, because you're not going to be able to change his unique ability, main ability, Z ability, things like that. But otherwise, you can give him whatever you want as far as the ultimate skill goes. I mean, there are a lot of options too. I think the Spirit Bomb is teachable. Oh, it is not. Oh, that sucks. Some of them will not be teachable, as you see with the Spirit Bomb. But the thing about that skill is it kind of puts us in a position where not all Shallots are created equal. And there is some level of competitiveness, of skill when it comes to that too, because these are not all the same. Some of them have better chances at inflicting status ailments, such as Faint with the Blaster Shell right here. Some of them also boost other strikes or blast, other arts cards or whatever. And some of them dash in like Pycons, he dashes in. Others do a different things. Maybe he throws a blast. Some of them have different ranges. For example, Nappa's actually, I think, is a lie. But let me go over Nappa really quick, because I don't know if his ability is teachable or not, but they need to update this. It is teachable. Giant Storm should remove that bottom row, because it apparently has ridiculous range. But that I guess... No, never mind. It's not lying. It will not hit if they're too far away, which is what it's saying. It's a close to medium ranged attack, but still very good range on this move. I mean, if they're anywhere near you, or if they are basically far away, but, vanish to you, or they're right up on you, it'll still hit them. So, there are things like that. You have to kind of use your units, which is why, it is coupled with taking them into stages and using them to an extent, because then you'd learn the moves, and then from there you'd be able to decipher which ones that you want to teach on Shallot to better customize him and make him more along the lines of your playstyle. Now, again, that's something I think is pretty cool in a game like this. So again, just to recap, you get 300 per stage, and no more, no less. You can only do it on the actual story stages. None of this doesn't work there right now, but hopefully, my hope is in the future they put a stage like the Zenny and stuff stages, and maybe you get twice as much, because that just makes it a lot quicker and a lot easier. Because right now you have to run 250 times to get the rank fully maxed out, 10 levels, all 10 levels. You have to run 500 times to get the secondary set of 10 levels, which is rank 2, which I was saying I can't really talk about very much. My hope is that you get to teach the skill after the first 10 levels are done, and it opens up the second 10. But then again, I don't know what the second 10 would be for. Maybe at that point you can teach the characters green card. That'd be crazy, but it doesn't say can teach right now, so I don't think that's going to be the case. But nonetheless, 250 runs, each one, of course, basically 250 stamina being used with that character. So if you're sitting at home, that's 25 stamina bars worth to max out a character. That's 25. So that's a lot of stamina refills, or a lot of patience and a lot of time. So that is how that breaks down, and I want to show you guys really quick, just to kind of, I need to finish some of these, a way to indicate what you're looking for and what you're looking at. So we're going to jump into battle here. I will bring these characters. I actually personally don't know if they still get it, which we're going to find out right now for the characters I didn't bring. I don't know if they still get it if they don't actually enter the battle, if it's kind of like the Z ability where it still applies even if the characters don't actually get selected or deployed into the fight itself. So we're going to find out right now. So this is currently the last stage in the story. Guess it doesn't really matter what I do. I should just rush in. Gonna get some nice experience with Broly though, nonetheless. Kakarot! No? You're not gonna... Can I get arts cards? I really hate that. I actually really hate that. Alright, cool. Go for it. It just... I mean, I understand the key one. It not filling in key or the vanish meter. But at least give me my arts cards, man. I understand why they did what they did, but it just really is annoying. Even on PvE, you would think it wouldn't be that big of a deal on PvE like this right now, but it would be more prevalent on PvP, but it still sucks here. All right, it's time to end this, Goku. I literally took it easy on you. There it is. Because I knew that it was about to finish. I just didn't know where. All right, so let me see the green meter. The green meter below the blue one is what we're looking for right now. So it does seem to go up a little bit because I don't think I took Piccolo into that, and I saw Piccolo's climb a little bit. So I don't know. Feel free to rewind the footage to see if the characters that didn't actually, I can't recall if I took freaking Piccolo or not. Feel free to rewind it and see if the characters that I actually didn't take into battle got any, and you can kind of get your answer there. But nonetheless, like I said, still the 300. So that's really interesting to me, just because I think in the future there's going to be a lot of viability when it comes to that, and it's going to remain to be seen how Shallot is treated in the game, to kind of end my little closing little segment here, because right now Shallot is a hero rarity character, and it looks like he's going to have to be upgradable. He's going to have to be upgradable unless they're just going to flat out give us another variant of Shallot that is customizable, which I don't think they will do. Right now, he has one limit break that actually came from the story mode. There are no others, but to really, really reap the rewards of any of that, he's going to need to be upgraded, which means he's going to need, the increased stats or stuff like that, because not that hero characters can't be viable, and not that he's not a light character, which he is, meaning that he is really not weak to any typing in the game, but nonetheless, he is going to need that just to be a better, more competitive character among the higher brass of the game. But right now, Wild Cannon is kind of replaceable right now. It doesn't really do anything. It's just a really, really, really basic move. Just does major damage, so there's nothing really working there in his favor. Plus 15% to strike damage inflicted. It is what it is. He's a melee type, so I get it, but he can be a lot better, and that's kind of where that other mechanic kicks in, because again, there are so many other abilities that you can possibly teach. Like Raccoon's Eraser Gun doesn't really do anything, but that's still a cool concept. Like, imagine Shallot doing that. That's where this is cool, like seeing Shallot do those animations, like the Crusher Ball animation, things like that, the Kamehameha. So in the future, and I think that's probably why they're taking their time implementing it, but just to show you guys kind of what I'm up against here, there's no information about this. I had to literally do trial and error on this. There's no information about any of this stuff. So that's how it is, man. So anyways, hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you guys in the next Dragon Ball Legends video. Take it easy. Leave a like before you go. And peace out, guys.